It feels like every other month we see games being talked about being dead games, but nothing compares to how this game that hasn't even released yet is already being called dead on arrival. The game I'm talking about is called Concord, which is a 5v5 sci-fi hero shooter being developed by Firewalk Studios and being published by none other than Sony Interactive. Now, over the last week or so, they had an open beta for the game to try it out and see how people were going to react to this game, and based off of the Steam charts, they hit an abysmal all-time peak of only 2,388 players. And yes, Steam only makes up for a small piece of the puzzle since the game is able to be played on the Epic Games Store and PlayStation consoles, but for a game being published by a major powerhouse in Sony, and the fact they couldn't even break 2,500 players all time on Steam is just straight up pathetic to say the least. Of course, given the genre that this game is trying to compete in, it's drawing comparisons from the likes of Overwatch and Paladins, but what's the real punch in the face is that there's a $40 price tag on this very uninspiring generic game compared to the rest, which are free to play. I think one of the biggest factors of this game being a massive flop is just how uninspiring the game looks. From the characters to the maps and even the game modes, it looks like a game that should have come out about 10 years ago, but with nice looking graphics. It's crazy that Sony spent so much damn money to buy Firewalk Studios and all the resources just for this game to be dead the second it releases. At this point, I don't even know if making the game free to play will save it. Maybe it will keep the boat afloat for longer, but in a year's time, I don't see how this game won't shut down. In case you guys don't know, they basically canceled The Last of Us Factions, if you remember that, for this game. And the main factor for them shutting down The Last of Us Factions was the lack of resources to maintain a live service game. But it seems like they had more than enough resources to create this game, which makes me question what was the point of all of this in the first place. With all that being said, Concord is an alright experience. It may not be the worst game ever created, but what it lacks is something it never had in the first place, and that's a soul and originality. Maybe had this game come out in the 2010s, it would face a better future, but unfortunately it will live out its short lifespan filled with a bunch of what ifs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry I've been gone and I've not uploaded in about 2 months, but I appreciate the support on the channel. But drop a like and leave a sub for more videos, as I'm trying to aim for 350 subs come the end of the year, but I'll see you guys in the next one.